Hi guys, it's Jenny. So I think I've done this twice already and I've had to stop. Um, my my big dream has changed like everybody else's. It started off, I started this journey because I needed to lose weight and feel better about myself and just be healthier overall. You know, my whole family has diabetes and heart disease and high cholesterol. And my grandma, she died when she was 69. She was almost 70. And she literally had a suitcase that she took all of her medicine in whenever they went anywhere. I mean, a suitcase full of medicine. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to my kids. I don't want to do that to my grandkids. I don't want to do that. And I kind of felt like I was going down that path. I was almost 300 pounds, or I was over 300 pounds. I'd never gone on a scale until after I'd lost weight. So I was 298 when I actually stepped foot on the scale for the first time. And that was heartbreaking. I didn't ever think I was going to get to that weight. Didn't think that would ever happen. But it did, and it kind of gave me the kick in the pants that I needed, I guess, to get my crap together. And when my marriage failed, it took its toll on my body. And I've had 3 pregnancies, I've had 2 babies. They're not babies anymore, they're getting big, but I want to be able to be the mom that they need, or the mom that they want to have. I want to be able to play with them and go on bike rides with them and not want to just come home and go to sleep every day after work. So, working out and doing my weight loss journey and getting fit and eating healthy is not so much even just for me, it's for them. But, my weight's always been the one thing that I've thought about all the time. Like, you could just be sitting in the car driving and it's, your pants are cutting into you, or you can't sit comfortably, or, whatever, for whatever reason. My weight took the majority of my time, my brain time, it took it all. And it's slowly starting to not take as much room in my brain, which I think is good. So, big goal, obviously, get healthy, get to a healthy weight, and, have a better, or have a good body image. My last relationship ended because I didn't feel sexy. I didn't want to do anything with the lights on, for Christ's sake. And it got to the point where one day, he literally made me, this is going to be horrible, but he made me get naked and say everything that I hated about my body, which was literally every part of me. And that was like one of the big, huge turning points for me. Was there really wasn't a single thing on my body that I was happy with. And I don't want to push that kind of horrible body image on my kids or on my daughter. She's going to be 10 this year. And I don't want her to have that. So that's a big one for me. Another one for me is to because I am a single mom, or semi-single, I guess, is just to have money. You know, I don't have credit cards. I don't have a huge amount of debt. You know, I just bought a new car last year, but other than that, you know, I don't have anything crazy, but I definitely don't have extra money to pay for the kids to do soccer or gymnastics or anything like that. Going on a family vacation is a joke. You know, I took the kids camping, I think, once last year because that's all I could afford. Camping, for crying in Italy. I want to be able to take them to Disneyland, and I want to be able to let them do sports and let them do activities, and I want to be able to be there for that. And not just paying for it and then never being able to be there because I have to work all the time to pay for it. I just want to be able to depend on myself and not have to think about depending on anybody else. I want to be able to buy a house again. We had houses before and we've sold them, and now the kids and I are, you know, we have a 2-bedroom apartment. My son and my daughter share a bedroom. They have bunk beds, but they share a bedroom. I'd like to be able to have a house where they can each have their own bedrooms. I want to have a career instead of a job. You know, when I was in high school, I used to do all kinds of volunteer work, and I was president of every club you could think of, and I kind of lost that part of myself, and I want to get it back. I want to be a better person than I am. And then, sorry guys, I think the, like, really big reason right now is, my grandpa. He, is almost 90, and he lives 300 miles away, but he lives by himself, and I know that he's not going to be able to do that for much longer, just because he's not going to be able to. And I want him to be able to live out his life the way he wants to, instead of the way I see so many other people do to their parents or their grandparents, put them in a nursing home and then forget about them, because I see it every day at work. I don't want to do that. I won't do that. And so I want to be able to give him the opportunity to live out the rest of his life in his own home. The house that him and my grandma lived their lives in. And the house that my grandma died in. So with Beachbody, when I make it successful, I can do it from anywhere, and that means I can take care of him. I can go move the 300 miles over there and take care of him until he can go be with my grandma again. And my grandparents raised me, so it's really hard to think about him being gone. But I know it's coming, and I want to be ready for that. So I just really want to make this work so that I can give him that. I think that's probably my really big one. Yeah. That's my really big one. Anyway, we are going to look back on these videos in a year from now, and I'm sure laugh at how really emotional we've all been, I guess. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys.